Hello you guys, this is actually my first YouTube video. What I'm going to be showing you guys today is a low drop fade tutorial. My client right here wanted an 8 guard on top, so that's currently what we're running to try to get rid of all that extra length. After we debulk, I'm out here and I'm grabbing my 2 guard, making sure my lever's open, trying to get rid of all that bottom bulk, just because it's too long for me to get my trimmers and put in my skin guideline already. So I'm making sure at the same time we're keeping that shape and a little bit of length and darkness towards the top of the low drop fade, just because it is a low fade and it is also a drop fade. Just keep that in mind. So after debulking, we're kind of just getting rid of all the long hairs on top, nothing crazy, some clipper over comb. Alright guys, so once I'm finished with getting rid of the bulk on the sides, I'm gonna grab my trimmer and just set in my first bald guideline. I am having just a little bit of shape to it, dropping it a bit further down as we go towards the back. But I'm also trying to make sure that it's even on both sides, obviously, and also having enough length to even line up the C-cup. Once I'm done putting in my first bald guideline, I'm just gonna straight up get rid of all that excess hair already, bald it out, make sure to flick out and up towards the line just so it's not as harsh. I'm also putting down his ear to avoid any uncomfortability for the client. After finishing that bald out process, I come in with my Gel clippers and make sure my lever's all the way open, putting in that half guideline. So with my system of fading, I usually just do the half guideline and then I put in either a 1 open guideline or a 1.5 open guideline. Just depends on the client's head shape. But for this half guideline on this certain situation, what I'm doing is just making sure the width is a little bit underneath an inch. Once again guys, the fading process isn't always going to be bread and butter. It's not always going to be the same guidelines, same fading process. Sometimes, clients have dark spots, head shapes come into play, and hair texture as well. But for this video, right now I am fading in my first guideline in. What I'm doing is having my lever halfway open just to kind of soften up that bald guideline. And then after I have it halfway open and hit it around the middle, what I will do is fully close my lever and just flick out the bottom guideline. I'm also going to keep on detailing this haircut just throughout using my corners. I'm just going to speed up this fading process for you guys. And if you made it this far through this video, I hope you guys learned something and keep on learning something. My Instagram handle will be in the description below. It's also at Ryans_cuts with a Z at the moment. I do cut in Long Beach and Bakersfield from time to time. If you guys have any questions or anything, or also any feedback on the video, you could leave a comment for me or reach out to me in the DMs. Whatever works better for you guys. Any type of content you guys would like to see in the future would also be a little help, gaining some insight. And yeah. I also want to give a heads up to my viewers that I did not record putting in that 1 open guard guideline. So I had already done this in this video that we're seeing. And right here, I grabbed my second clipper, my Andis Masters. I put on the half guard, and I'm once again doing the same process as I did with my bald guideline to half. What I'm doing is just softening it up, that transition, by using the half guard open. After I'm hitting the half guard open, I'm gonna close it midway just to have a more seamless transition in between. As you see, sometimes some areas aren't going to be fading as easily as others. So what I do is just go in with the corners and just do some lever work. Try to use your corners as much as you can. Right here, I have on the 1.5 guard, and I have it open, midway, and closed all throughout this video. Just trying to get rid of those dark spots all around. I'm going to show you guys here a different angle of the same process. Right here I have that half guard open, and I'm softening it up but not fully taking it out. And then I put my half guard with my lever midway just to kind of blend it in. Why I'm showing this transition twice is because as a beginner barber, I feel as if blending with the half guard was kind of my biggest issue trying to learn. And I'm just gonna, keep on detailing. Got those trimmers out. You see, we blending it in from bald all the way to that stubble. Now, with the trimmers facing this way, it does create some good stubble. Just keep that in mind. I lined up the C cup, no pushbacks, nothing crazy. Just keeping it as natural as I can for my guy right here. This was also actually my first time cutting this dude's hair, so. We spinning my boy around. You can see it all throughout. Just coming together, and we gonna hit the second C cup real quick. When it comes to C cups and lineups, I kind of like tapping more than just smudging it, I guess you could say, in a way, all the way down. I feel as if the taps are a little bit more precise and just get rid of those little baby hairs that can be an issue. And then once again, I'm sorry, I started the lineup already early, didn't get it on video, but we're just kind of getting rid of all that long hair in front. What I like to do is start from the middle and make my way to the left side or either the right side, just depending which corner they have lighter. So the corner that is lighter on the client's head shape, if they do have one, I like to start off first because that is usually going to be the corner where you want to go just a little bit higher. Not necessarily a pushback, but just a bit higher so that it pops out. When it comes to getting edge ups and lining up C cups and stuff like that, I like to take as much time as I can. Just because, okay, it looks like I am wolfing, but when I do get haircuts, I feel as if the lineup is what makes it all come together. So I get my razor out, I'm stretching this dude's skin, pause. And, we just kind of just hitting the lineup real quick, getting it crispy for my boy. Alright, this is just some barber common sense, but you gotta read the body language of your clients. Right here, I brushed him off because, there's some hair in front of him and I don't want him to feel uncomfortable at all during this whole process. And I do come in with my razor, try to look behind the ear of my client because sometimes there's those stubborn little hairs. And give my boy a little spin. Let's see what he thinks of his low drop fade cut. Yup.
This is where we at right now. You know, I'm outside of the barber shop in Long Beach, California. Once again, you can find my Instagram handle in the description below, and also in the start of the video. It's at Ryans_cuts with a Z. And I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed this video, and hope to see more content of mine in the future.